Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only Chaz Dean.
Hello.
In person.
I was going to say, it's so good to be in person. Last time was through COVID and over Zoom.
It was almost 3 years ago. You have a really good memory though.
I test my, I test my memory because I don't want to lose it.
I don't want to lose my memory either. Well, listen, a lot has happened since then. You were just, I think, opening your New York salon at that point, and then I think it was kind of derailed for COVID, and the New York salon is up and it's running.
Yeah, I love it. We've been going, I opened January 2023, just this year, started going. I go every 5 to 6 weeks, and I'm there like usually 2 weeks at a time. I love it. And we opened, again, we were talking about weather a little earlier, opened in the dead of winter, which we know what happens in New York in dead of winter. It's crickets. And then summer happens, they all leave to go to the Hamptons. I know that, and I'm also still learning the seasons. That I know when people are mostly there is that spring and fall mostly.
Do you love, because we were talking, I just got a place here this year, like also in like the beginning of the year, like do you love going back and forth?
I really do, because when we go there, and the other part is when I'm here, since COVID, I like meetings all week. I work at the salon on Saturdays. When I'm there in New York, I'm there Tuesday through Saturday. So I'm working in the salon 5 days a week. I love it. Go out to dinners. The restaurants there are amazing. I was vegan when we had our last conversation, but they have amazing vegan restaurants in New York. I'm the only one on my team that's vegan, but my team ends up loving the vegan restaurants, which I love.
Interesting.
Yeah, they do.
I like going back and forth, right? It's not bad.
No, I really like it. When our trips are up there, it's the end of the last couple of days. We're going home in 2 days, 3 days, whatever it is. And it's like, we know we'll be back, but it's like, we all would be like, I could stay here another week or two. I do love the city. And I love being in the West Village. The West Village, it's quaint. It's a neighborhood. It's safe. It's friendly. I love our location. And I didn't realize how special the location was until I really lived in it, worked in it, and, embraced it.
It's hard to get space on Greenwich Street too. Like that's a key, that's key.
Yeah, I closed escrow September of 2015. You're like, how did it just open then? But it's because it's landmark. The building's from 1845. So it had to be completely gutted. Our permits took over 3.5 years. Wow. 3.5 years just to get the permit to break construction. And then that started, and about 1.5 years into construction, COVID happened. It just slowed everything down. So I'm grateful we're there. I'm grateful to be open, and we're building. I have a local stylist so far. I have other ones that we're looking at bringing in. We rotate, go back and forth from East Coast, West Coast. And like I said, I love that.
Interesting. Well, when I think about I'm really dating myself now, but I think about the Alyssa Milano commercials. That was like my first real knowledge of when.
I hear that like on a regular. I so hear them on a regular. Yeah, or I hear it from people that are in their, because again, that was.
Don't say the number.
In their, their parents would watch it or whatnot, or yes.
Right.
So yes,
my parents would watch it.
Exactly. Their parents would watch and like, oh my gosh, I remember Alyssa Milano and Brooke Shields and back in the day, all those elements, or even Brooke Burke. So all those elements, it's like, how does it go so fast? Like this year is gone. We're in November already, so it goes fast. But yeah, those are the days. I'm in contact with her, not as often as I'd like to be, but I love the fact that we still have a kinship, a friendship, and whatnot.
Do you have specific memories of like working with Alyssa Milano and Brooke Shields? Like those were kind of
intimidated. I was intimidated. I was, because I'm like, my God, she was on Charmed at the time, I think, or maybe it was right after that. But it's Alyssa Milano. I mean, who's the boss? I mean, this is Alyssa Milano. So I really was, but we bonded really well. With she and I, she hosted 2 of our infomercials, and then the Brooke one. Brooke, I had known her. I'd met her previously. I don't know if you remember Billy Blank's Tybo. So she used to do that. And I met her at one of his classes, but it was very casual. And then she started dating, which is now her husband. He was our client in the LA salon. So Chris was our client. And we went to a party years ago, probably a Halloween party. And she's like, oh my gosh, Chris, he introduced her to Wen. And that's kind of how it all started because he loved his tea tree. But then they ended up married and so forth. So I knew her. We weren't like buddies and hang out, whatnot. So when it came around to, hey, what about Brooke Shields hosting your infomercial? I'm like, I know her. I'm like, we've met and whatnot, but we're not, because she was married with Chris and he moved to the East Coast. So it's not like we had a hangout friendship. So when we did and we connected, it was really natural. It was really easy. I mean, she's so carefree and she's so real and down to earth, and I love that.
I mean, it's over now, but she just did like a mini residency at Cafe Carlyle in New York City. It was like a cabaret. And I was like, okay, it was literally possibly the best thing I saw all year.
She's amazing. She really is amazing. She's so talented.
The funniest thing, like, she understands, like you're going to poke fun of your life. I mean, Brooke Shields, like, I was like, how is this? It was literally one of the best things I've ever seen. It was so good.
Yeah, and with that, I think that's what keeps her so real and so down to earth is she does that. She can do that so easily. She does that so easily.
She understands, can step out of herself.
Yes.
Well, I have to tell you, when I moved here, I wanted to live New York style because I actually live in LA without driving. I live in the Hamptons without driving. It is possible. So I ended up moving to Hollywood, and I am a member of your salon. I live like a block from the Chaz Dean hair studio in Hollywood.
Oh my!
I go to Gino.
You do
now,
come in
this
already.
Is not. Yes, I do.
That's not Gino.
Because well, here's the thing. I'm one of these people. Like, no, this mess
Gino,
is not
don't
Gino.
Look at this.
No, please do not look at this. This is the problem. And I mean, I can say this. No one in the Hamptons knows how to cut hair. It's just very simple.
I would understand. I would understand that because it's probably coming, going, whatnot. Yeah.
So I've tried literally everyone in Sag Harbor, and there's just no one. So when I'm there for long periods of time, I'm like, I now have no choice because I'm not leaving here. So this mess is not Gino. But when I moved here, I'm like, I only want to go like 3 blocks from my house. So let's see who, And I was like, Chaz Dean is really like a block away. So it all just kind of worked out.
How'd you come? Because Gino's great. He does a lot of men's hair. And it's not a joke. He, Jeff Probst from, what is it?
Survivor?
Yeah. What you resemble him, and that's his client as well. You could be family. You could be family. Have you heard that before? And I'm just looking at you and seeing that. You could be family, but that's actually one of his clients.
No, he didn't. First of all, who people tell, and this is no ego, because I'll take this any day. When I was younger, the doppelganger I get 90, more than anything, is Brian Austin Green. From 90210. I am not saying that because,
Well, your eyes, you have great eyes. I didn't know if you were going to say that or the other one I would think of, but it's a combo, a hybrid between that and maybe Ed Norton. I don't know why, something.
Never got
Brian Norton Green.
Do you get someone as a doppelganger? I can't even think.
I used to.
Who?
But I'm not, because I'm the same thing. It's not.
I was like, okay, this is not me saying I think I look like Brian Austin Green.
No. Well, it would be Kurt Cobain and Brad Pitt, but I'm like, it was years ago. And I'm like, I don't think I really look like either one of them.
I could see it, though.